Okay. Let me scoot back a little bit so I can actually be near my mic. I could probably, maybe... I forgot that there is no menu music at all for this game. There's no menu music, there's no like a tracked mode or anything, there's nothing. I don't know why I'm wearing these headphones. I guess it's so I can hear the desktop music. Yeah, I flipped that on. Because boy, is this otherwise a dead fucking silent menu. Besides the obvious yeah, that stuff. I guess I can make it stop for now. So, Dark Souls. So, I bought a PS5 mainly because of Demon Souls Remastered. And I'd never played Demon Souls before. I watched a lot of like lists and like lore videos and stuff like VOD and like all that. So I knew stuff about like the bosses. I knew about the bosses. I didn't know about like the level design or like the moment to moment gameplay and stuff. But I thought, you know what? It's bugging me. That there's silence. Let me just kind of keep that going in the background a little bit. So I thought, because Demon Souls is the first of the Souls franchise, obviously From Software has made other games like King's Field and Metal Wolf Chaos and Armored Core, I think is the other one. But Demon Souls marked the beginning of what we know today as collectively the Souls franchise, the Soulsborne franchise, the Sekiro Soulsborne franchise, whatever. So I thought, after playing Demon Souls for the first time ever, and playing through that, and I enjoyed it. I very much enjoyed it. It was a very fun experience, even though Tendency is wonky, and having to work around that. I am working on getting the platinum for it. I think the only thing I'm going to have trouble with in that regard, really, is stuff like getting all the rings, because that requires you to have certain tendencies, and it can be a bit whack here and there. But otherwise, to kind of curtail my rambling a little bit, I thought, what better way to continue moving forward after that brief little detour with Miles Morales, than to keep playing through the Souls series. So the roadmap going forward here is, we played Demon Souls. Now we're gonna come here to Dark Souls Remastered. That, there it says right up there, Dark Souls Remastered. We're gonna play that. And then after Dark Souls Remastered, we're gonna play Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. And then we're gonna play Dark Souls 3. Full disclaimer, I don't know if I'm gonna be going around through all the DLCs. I can probably get through Dark Souls 1's DLC here, because Territories of the Abyss stuff isn't super duper long. But Dark Souls 2 has 3 DLCs, and Dark Souls 3 has 2, both of which I'm not super familiar with. I don't think I ever actually even beat. I don't think I beat the Ivory Crown DLC for Dark Souls 2. That might be interesting. And then the planned finishing point after Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3 is Bloodborne, my all-time favorite Souls game. The PS4 system seller for me. Souls games seem to have a habit of being a system seller for me. And yeah, maybe I'll play Sekiro 2. I don't know. That's kind of really the only From Software developed game besides or not besides, but since Demon Souls that they've developed, that hasn't been in that very much Souls mode. There's obviously a lot of Souls inspiration and stuff, like the checkpoint system, the dropping stuff when you die, like gained resources when you die. There's obviously like a skeleton of the Souls game there, but it's still wildly different. And I especially think that if I play Sekiro after playing all of the Souls games, is gonna kick me in the ass super hard. And I think that's gonna be a problem. So yeah, I guess without further ado, now we have music playing, so I can turn that off. And we have actual proper in-game music. You know, I suppose I could have just left it, because I could have just left it to hang on here. And then when I was ready to go, I could have just... It's whatever. We learn these things. So, I'm just gonna rock with what I got. What I... Let's do... So... Oh wow, my character's bald as shit. Look at that. I think the first time I ever played this game, I played as a warrior. Why does that armor look different? Oh, you know what? Do, No, I already have my character name. Yeah. That's why. Alright. Interesting. Warrior, from what I can tell just looking here, is a very, they are very super average character. They are, arguably maybe one of the worst starting points, because as far as Souls games go, being a jack of all trades, master of none is kind of not the thing you want to do. Generally, you want to pick a build and stick with that and lean into that build. Right, so if you... Like, my first time I ever played Dark Souls, as I said, I picked a warrior here. My stat spread was monstrous. My stat spread was garbage. I think the best starting class in Dark Souls is considered to be the Pyromancer, since they start at soul level 1, which means because you have less talent points overall, like stat points overall. Because you start at level 1, your investment starts off cheaper. Because the higher your soul level, the more souls it takes to get you, it goes up a little bit, like the souls to get you to the next level go up a little bit. I'm explaining this as if no one has ever played a Souls game before. But you know, it's helpful for people who maybe haven't played a Souls game before. So, picking a Pyromancer, besides being the go-to class for people who like to do soul level 1 playthroughs of the game, which are totally viable. You can totally get away with a soul level 1 playthrough. It's one of, I think, probably the most popular challenge playthroughs of Dark Souls. I think that might be fair to say. As far as like a self-imposed restriction goes, doing it in soul level 1 is probably the most popular throughout the Souls series. Then you got crazy people like, I don't remember if it was Lobos Jr. or someone else who did a no-hit playthrough of like Dark Souls 2. Like, they just played through all of Dark Souls 2 without taking a single hit. And every time they got hit by even a little anything, it might have even been a no damage playthrough and not getting hit by like enemies playthrough. But anytime that happened, no matter how far they were in the game, they deleted that character and started over. And that is the kind of crazy people that exist in any fucking game fan base, but they seem to really flock to the Souls fan base. This franchise is also famous for stuff like people fighting bosses using like obscure controller setups. Like they'll use a Guitar Hero or a Rock Band guitar and map buttons to that and play the game using that. Like the fucking what the hell is the little, like the whammy bar, is that what that's called? I can't remember, the word escapes me. It's how they would turn the camera. They could rotate that, and like they'd turn the camera with that, and then they would like strum down on the fret to move forward and backward, and it's crazy. I've seen people beat it with like the Donkey Konga drums. I've seen people play it with fucking bananas. Like literally hooking wires up into bananas and then hooking it up to your console, your PC somehow, and then with some software, and then like touching the banana or like squeezing the banana or whatever is enough to send the input through the wires back to the software. It's fucking insane. After that little tangent, you got your basic shit. You got your warrior, who, as I just said, is kind of like your flat across the board average dude. You got your knight, who is your big hefty tanky dude, starts with a lot of vitality. You have your wanderer, who is a high dexterity. Is one of your dex build characters. Your bandit would also be a dex character. A little bit better starting off point than the wanderer, maybe, if you're going for that, especially because they start with the master key, which is a godlike item, is the best starting item in this game, because it just is. It lets you open so many doors that you would otherwise have to find, like, dig and search for a key for. It lets you get to I mean, I guess we'll get to that when we get there. Bandit, high strength. These guys might be a good starting off point if you want to be like a strength build. Also has the spider shield, which is pretty nice for like a poison and toxic resistance shield. You have the hunter, who comes pre-equipped with a bow. I think they do. They do. Look at that. They actually show you. You have the sorcerer, who comes pre-equipped with a high magic stat and a catalyst. Plus, they know some. They have some magic attuned already. You have the pyromancer, who is the level 1 basic starting point, and they come with pyromancies, which are new to the Souls franchise. There were no pyromancies technically in Demon Souls, even though there were totally fire spells like fire spray and ignite and firestorm. Those all exist in this game too, except fire spray, I think. I don't think there's no pyromancy in this game that lets you like walk and shoot fire. There's no spell in this game that lets you walk and cast at the same time, I don't think. But yeah, pyromancy is a completely separate thing now from magic and faith, magic and miracles, which have been kind of retooled how they work. Because first of all, there's no longer a mana bar in this game like there was in Demon Souls. You just have health and stamina. Those are your only 2 bars that you have. And then intelligence, both intelligence and faith-based casting, being spells and miracles, you have a limited number of casts. So like a really, really big, powerful spell, you might have like only 1 or 2 or even 1 casts of it. But then you can also, through multiple playthroughs, get multiple copies of the spell and attune it multiple times, and then you'll get multiple, even more casts of it. It's whatever. It's a different way of doing it than like a mana bar. It makes it more I guess restrictive, because the only way you can get those casts back, there's no item that gets you your casts back. You just have to sit at a bonfire and then respawn every enemy. So it makes it so that while magic, pyromancy, and miracles can be very good, they can be very handy, they are not a guaranteed easy mode, easy win, as much as they are in like Demon Souls. Demon Souls, you could theoretically never run out of casting, because you can always have Age Spice on you, like something to restore your mana bar or whatever. Not so here in Dark Souls. Again, was another tangent I got on talking about the pyromancer. Basically, pyromancy is also works the same. It has limited uses, but its damage is not tied. You don't need a certain number in a stat to use pyromancies. Like, to use spells, you need to have a high enough intelligence to use that spell. For faith, you need to have a high enough, or for miracles, you need to have a high enough faith to use that miracle. And you can't even talk to like the respective trainers unless you have the minimum requirement for like the weakest spell they do. They won't even talk to you. But pyromancies have no such restriction. I do think they get like your pyromancy like glove that you cast with gets a little bit of a scaling off of intelligence or faith. I don't remember which. I might be completely wrong too. I think it does get like a tiny bit of scaling. But yeah, it's its own whole thing, and it's kind of like a nice like middle ground. Like any build could use pyromancy. Like you could be a full-on knight in armor with only points pumped into like strength, endurance, and vitality, and you could still throw pyromancies. You could have like the lowest intelligence and faith stat, and you could still use pyromancies. It's very nice. It's nice to have that option, and I have pretty much used pyromancies on almost every build that I've played that doesn't have that doesn't already use magic or miracles, because why the fuck wouldn't you? Why not? It's just an extra option, and in these games it's always nice to have options. Moving on, we have cleric, who are, as I was just saying, the miracle, the faith casters. They use a mace and they can cast healing miracles. They come pre-equipped, I'm assuming, with heal. Yeah, 5 casts of heal. Pyromancer comes equipped with 8 casts of fireball, and Sorcerer comes equipped with 30 casts of Soul Arrow. That is quite a lot, comparatively, but I think Soul Arrow is also potentially comparatively weaker. Like, you have 5 free heals that don't require you to use, like, your main healing source, which has changed in this game, too. So it's very nice. Nice to be, as a cleric, to be able to, like, especially in, like, Dark Souls 2, I found, to be able to use it in that downtime. Like, cleric healing spells you would not use if you needed to heal right now, because they're very slow. But they're nice to use. Okay. Yeah. And then the last boy that you have here is the Deprived, who is, speaking of Jack of all trades, master of none, boy, is this class a prime fucking example of it. 11s across the board. This is probably objectively the worst class to start as, because they have a garbage stat spread and just, you know, a bunch of other reasons. They start off with a wooden club, which isn't necessarily a bad weapon, but they also start with a wooden plank shield, which is probably one of, if not the worst shield in the game. And of course, no armor, no starting items whatsoever, like some of these other classes have, like... maybe not. I could have sworn, I think the Hunter starts with arrows for obvious reasons, but I guess not. I thought some of these classes started with items. Maybe that's, like Dark Souls 2 I'm thinking of. Anyways, my first ever playthrough of this game back on Xbox 360, which would have been like when I was still in high school. God, long time ago. I started as a warrior, and these guys are good for being like a quality build. Like, quality weapons are weapons that scale off of both, scale well both off of strength and dexterity. And that's kind of the build I've always leaned towards in Dark Souls. But I'm kind of also thinking about playing just a Pyromancer, and then still just building. Have that like flat starting off point, and then I can kind of build however I want. But maybe I don't want to do a quality build. Maybe I don't want to. Maybe I wanna. You know. Maybe I want to be a sorcerer. maybe I'll decide that partway through. With the Pyromancer, you're a bit more flexible with that, and they're a very good starting off point. Let's go Pyromancer. And then... Old Witch's Ring, Tiny Being's Ring, Master Key, Pendant. I think I gotta go with the Master Key. Physique. Physique doesn't really matter, right? You have a very, very big head or a small head. Have a large booty. I do believe you can edit these however you want. Commoner's fine, I guess. Just playing this game now, you can see, boy, how far we've come. Yeah. Here we go. This is like an extra sub-menu that maybe some people didn't even realize fucking existed. Let's turn green all the way down. Can't get like a nice purple going on. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's good. Can I change like an eye color? You can, huh? God, this is stuff I've actually legitimately never really played with. You have purple eyes now, too. Or you can give her white eyes. Come out more like a gray than actually white. Oh, there's lipstick too. What? There's kind of lipstick. Kind of giving like some Oblivion vibes from this, to be honest. God, this is stuff I legitimately like never looked at. Yeah, there's eyeliner and eyeshadow too. Hormones. Yes. Yeah, okay, that's enough of this. Alright. Color's not black, but okay. Let us get going. Yeah. Now I will shush because there is a thing happening.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire. And with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death. And of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bullets peeled apart their stone skins. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers, and man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side.
Okay.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, well, I guess certainly not.
The
Well,
dark
I mean,
sign brands the undead.
jump the gun a little bit, I guess.
And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked
I'm sure that guy on the bottom left is fine.
to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
Yo, we dead as fuck. We super dead, bro. Sure, I'm not having a good time, bro. Oh man, look at me clip through my clothes. Oh, look at my wrinkly ass body. My hair's still looking good though. Oh, my hair's clipping through my clothes. Uh-oh. Hi, bud. Okay, bye. Okay. First things first. Let me give him that. Alright. Camera controls, yeah. It's a game. It's a video game. Got him. That man did not deserve that. Also, I'm just immediately throwing that away because Lord knows I don't need it. Also, there's a fun little thing here. Look at that lad. What's he up to? What's his story? Okay. Alright. Hey, bud. How you doing? You doing okay? Don't swing at me. Don't do it. put you down there. I'll shove your head under the water. I'll give you a massive swirly, dude. Alright. So light that boy up. There's our bonfire. These are our new checkpoint system. As opposed to the archstones in Demon Souls. Bonfires are a little bit more generous. There's a few more bonfires in this game than there were archstones in Demon Souls. But there's a good reason for that. Because as we will find as we play here... Yeah, hello, sir. Eh. 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 I'm gonna beat that booty. Eh. Eh. Okay, let me just... He almost got me. As we will soon find, this game world is a lot more interconnected than, Ow. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here, I'm gonna get you. Got him. Nope, I want that. There we go. Yeah, this game is way more interconnected than Demon Souls is. There are no archstones, there are no multiple like zones separated by you have to like teleport to in the Nexus. It's all one interconnected world. Hey, bud.
Oh, you. You're no hollow. Thank goodness.
I'm sure. Well, I mean, I'm kind of hollow.
I'll die soon. Then
I am literally hollow.
I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you? Regrettably.
Yeah, I'll listen to your story, Oscar.
But perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family. Thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know.
Bro, that's a real long family saying.
And I can die with hope in my heart.
That just rolls her off the tongue, doesn't it?
Here, take this.
I mean, the beginning part, like the
Estus flask.
if thou art undead, thou art chosen, is pretty concise.
Oh, and this.
Hey.
Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now, and thank you.
Okay. Oh, rude. First of all, big rude. Okay. If I remember correctly, if you yeah, that could have killed me. This game has a few more attacks and like a few changes. So obviously you got your like normal stuff, like you got your if I had a shield, if I had my shield, hold on real quick. Your button's still. Well, okay, you know how I said that the wooden plank shield was probably the worst shield in the game. Maybe the cracked round shield is worse. I don't know. But you can still block. You can parry. You can do a light attack. Do a heavy attack. Now instead of like the little shove that you did with some weapons, you have a kick. You have a kick. Kick. A kick. And there, just like in Demon Souls, there are some weapons that override that kick. And like stuff like rapiers and scimitars, curved swords, you'll do like a little backdash, like a backstep, which you can still do as well. This game though added in jumping, which is normally bound to running with circle and then tapping circle again. You run for a sec, then you let go and tap again really quick. I changed that because boy, that's awkward as fuck, and it's one of the few good things that Dark Souls 2 did, where you can bind it so that while you're running, you can click in the left stick and do a jump instead. So you don't have to try and do like a start-stop tap of a button. It's nicer than yeah, clicking the left stick otherwise did nothing. And it's one of the few nice changes that Dark Souls 2 did. That was I think would be universally liked. I think that's fair to say that no one has a problem with the click in left stick to jump. There is an issue in Dark Souls 2. One control they changed that we'll get to eventually, I'm sure, if I remember it. But yeah. Oh, you also have this, which is a big jumping attack. You did not have that in Demon Souls. Ah, fucking rude. Oh, so incredibly rude. Okay, if that guy fucks off, I can show off my pyromancy flame. Oh. Bonk. So pyromancy, very strong. I was doing like what, 66 damage with a swing of my axe. Pyromancy is very strong. But backstabs are also pretty strong. Also, the ragdoll is fantastic in this game. Alright. Well. Here we go. First boss. The Asylum Demon. Bonk. That's another new, attack. Oh my god, there's no 8-way rolling. Uh-oh. My bad. That's another new attack, is the plunging attack. You know, if I had picked a thief, I could have started with fire bombs, and I could have shown one of my favorite little tricks. Yeah. Yeah. And that's the Asylum Demon. He's very similar to the Vanguard Demon, except you don't need to get killed by him to continue on with the game. In fact, you have to beat him to continue on with the game. And unlike Demon Souls, when you kill a boss, you do not become human. Good job, go straight ahead. You very explicitly do not become human by killing bosses in this game. There's a whole new mechanic for that. Do I have, just out of curiosity, I do not. No.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
We're going to Lordran, boys. In Lordran, level up and kindle at bonfires. But here's this boy, who is very similar to the blue lad that we saw in the Nexus in Demon Souls. He is the Crestfallen Warrior.
What do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? Well,
Got it in one, bud.
but there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead.
I don't need to wear those anymore. It's just a habit
Too
because all my sound's coming from my TV.
Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are actually 2 bells of awakening.
Correct.
One is up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happens. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on, but I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead?
It sure is, bud. Yeah, so he's a little bundle of joy, that man is. Alright, and we got some goodies. We got some humanity. I can't... possible. I'm pretty sure you can jump in there and kill yourself. Pretty sure that's the thing you can do. But there are a little collection of goodies scattered around throughout the, yes, gesture. There we are. Scattered throughout the Firelink Shrine here. Hi, Petrus.
I believe we are not.
Thorland? Petrus of Thorland?
Petrus.
Yeah, look at me.
Have you business with us? If not, I'd prefer to keep a distance, if possible.
What do you mean with us? It's only you back here, bud.
Hello there. I realize that I have requested that we retain our distance, but I also want you to know that it is not meant in ill will. Here, take this as a token of peace.
Here, take this shiny, shiny new penny. And fuck off.
You again? Oh, I know. I have to await my companions here anyway. So what if I were to teach you some miracles?
Sure, Petrus.
Very well. Then
Yes, so this guy will initiate you into a system of the game called Covenants. You will join the Way of the White Covenant, which is, if I remember correctly, it is the co-op covenant. It is the invite white phantoms into your world to help you out. I think specifically with Dark Souls Remastered, maybe it was in the base game as well, where you can have more phantoms in your world. You have more white phantoms in your world if you're in the Way of the White than if you weren't in the. So, I think you could only have. You could have 2 white phantoms. No, actually, I think you can only have 1 white phantom and then potentially 2 invaders. I think with the Way of the White, it allows you to have 2 white phantoms and then only 1 invader. Of course, I think in the remaster they bumped up the number of people total that can be in a world at once up to 6. I think you can have player and 2 white phantoms, and then 3 red phantoms, or there's blue phantoms too, who are I think the forest invader people, which is a big PvP hotspot.
now let me share my.
And now
Their ultimate.
I will learn the gesture from him, the shrug gesture, and then he will also sell us some miracles. That is Great Heal Excerpt, Homeward, which is a very nice. It's similar to the evacuation miracle, that you get in Demon Souls. It's a homeward bone. It's a free homeward bone. It takes you right back to your last bonfire. Horse, which is a non-damaging, like, get off me, like, pushback miracle. Seek Guidance, which I think only works online when you're online, and it reveals more. I think it reveals either more developer orange messages, so maybe it's not online only. I think it reveals developer orange messages, and then Heal, which is very straightforward. And Great Heal Excerpt is a very, very big HP heal.
My companions are Milady and her young knights.
Milady.
She is young, but burdened by an undead mission. We are her defenses, to keep her from harm.
So where are they?
An undead mission? Regrettably, I cannot share that with you. But you are my pupil. Perhaps if you show your faith.
Sure.
Very well. I can surely tell you of all undead clerics on a mission to seek.
Surely you can help me, Petrus.
Kindling is the art of feeding bonfires with humanity. Through kindling, we shall one day be granted magnificent powers. Very well. Through.
Okay, and that's what he's got for us.
Be effective.
So he is your friendly neighborhood miracle vendor at the start of the game here. So let's just sit this bonfire right here. I think, actually, to my knowledge, he's the only miracle vendor in the game. I think the other miracles you can get are obtained in other ways. I think. I might be completely wrong. It's been a minute. So they with the remaster of this game, they also added this Covenant tab here, which lets you freely change between covenants, which is super fucking nice because the covenant system in the base game of this was kind of trash. So what happens is there's a variety of covenants. There's the Way of the White, there's the Dark Wraiths or the Dark Moon Blades, there's the Grave Wardens, there's the Way of the Dragon, there's the Forest Defending Covenant or whatever. There's a bunch of them. And basically what they are is a little group you can join that lets you access, by and large, multiplayer functions. Way of the White lets you do better co-op. The Dark Moon Blades are people who will go into the worlds of people who have invaded other people and been indicted, which is you have to buy little items called indictments. And so basically they're like justice. They're like the vengeance squad. You have the Dark Wraiths, who are the pro-invasion. They are the covenant that is focused solely on invading other players. You have the Forest Defenders, who squat in a forest area called Darkroot Basin, or Darkroot Forest. And they just hang out there and kill anyone who comes through there. And God help you if you're human when you go through there, because you'll get invaded by like 2 or 3 people. And so on and so forth. So how those work is you can only be part of one covenant at a time. And how you would do this is you would need to go talk to the initial person of the covenant. Like Petrus, for instance, is the Way of the White Covenant. And each covenant has their own person you have to go and talk to. So if you want to join a covenant, you have to abandon whichever one you were already in. Which makes sense, you only be part of one at a time. But you have to travel between all of these people and curry favor with them. And like you have to talk to them again to get into a covenant. And sometimes if you abandon certain covenants, the people don't like it very much. And then you have to go talk to another NPC that gives you that you have to like absolve your sins, which is like stuff you've done to make NPCs hostile toward you. And then you can talk to them again. It's a pretty complicated mess of stuff. This makes it easier. Once you find a covenant, you can just switch to it here. And it's very nice. Of course, obtaining the covenants can still be kind of a roundabout process, but that's Souls, baby. That's the kind of roundabout obtuseness of the game is kind of the charm sometimes. Grab this boy here. There's a little cubby somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. I have not like walked in yet. It's this. I think I'm thinking of this right here. Excuse me, sir. Here we go. Some fire bombs. Very nice, very nice. And then another little secret cubby that I did not discover until very far into my first playthrough, and I think I've only discovered it because I found it somewhere online. You just drop in this dark little pit here. This dark little area. And there are just a ton of chests. Got some cracked red eye orbs. Those are one-time use invasion items. You get a talisman and a morning star. Talismans let you cast miracles, and a morning star is a very spiky death mace. 6 homeward bones let you return home. Okay, it doesn't do... I remember this game doing a thing. Maybe they changed it though. Which is nice. Can I... Is it possible to unbind? See, I don't like, one thing I think they retroactively did, at least in the PS4 version of the game, is the PS4 and PS5 controller have the gyro, the 6-axis thing in it. So that if you push A and then move it, your character... Well, it's not going to fucking do it now, is it? There it goes. Your character will do a gesture. And that can sometimes happen if you tap the A button and move your controller, like, jerk it around or whatever. And those, you cannot cancel those. So if you accidentally do that, for whatever reason, you're kind of boned. Alright, and then this is Orloid's Talisman. What those do, or you huck them. They're a little item that you huck at people, that you throw at people, and they stop Estus. Really only useful on players because a lot of enemies don't drink Estus. So, well, what else would you use those on? An interesting little connection to make here is this little cubby with all this stuff that presumably, like the cracked red eye orb to invade players, would be used specifically to kill humans. In the context of the lore, like NPC, like other human NPCs, not just other human players. And just right next to this little stash is Mr. Petrus of Thorland. Interesting. Interesting. Alright. We are going to run away from the skeletons, as they do not fuck around. I don't know why I went up. I could have just went down. And I do not fancy being shanked by skeletons just yet. I'll have a seat and reset those boys. And then we'll continue our little exploration. Because there is one other spot that you can get to. Oh, I suppose I can't get to it yet. Never mind. I was getting ahead of myself. I have to progress through the game first. But let me have a little set. I know I picked Pyromancer. I just wanted to start out with like Pyromancies and stuff. But I think I am going to lean in to a sort of let me just do that. A strength and endurance kind of, or strength and dexterity kind of quality build. We'll see if I can get the weapon drops I want. Because the weapon I have in mind is a very, very good weapon that I love that has a abysmal drop rate. And it's very sad. But now I have nothing really to lose. Let's go explore the graveyard real quick. So if you come here first, you will find these skelly boys. And they are very rude. They are very rude dudes. But that's the good shit that I want. Not the spear. That's not what I wanted. Ugh. Eesh. I might be boned. Oh. Woo! Woo! Oh, one died. One fell off. I swear I did not mean to make a pun when I said boned. Da, 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 da. Oh, excuse me. Oh, don't do that, sir. I want the binoculars. Uh-oh. Yep. Yep. Yeah, that's the end. Oh, well. That was a little suicide mission there. Okay, so I got one of the better early game strength weapons in my hands here. Let me go see, now that not all of them are chasing me, it's only 600 some souls, but I do want my stuff. So as you can see, like Demon Souls, I dropped my shit. I died, I dropped my shit. So now I have to go collect my shit off the ground where I died, which is not exactly where I died, a little bit before it. So, now that I don't have the entire graveyard right in my butt. Excuse me, sir. Iframes are very fun. Whoa, oh god, I didn't quite make up that. Well, I want to get a... I don't remember what this is. Oh, just a soul. Okay. Okay, bye. Bye, sirs. Bye-bye. And unlike stuff like Demon Souls, there's no, like, world tendency or anything, so I don't have to worry about, like, dying in human form or soul form or, you know, human or hollow. Look at that. So, we have one of the best, one of the easiest to get good early game weapons, which is the Zweihander. Literally, two-hand. And it requires, what does it require from me? It requires 24 strength and 10 dexterity. So I need to go get a little bit more dexterity, but I can worry about that a little bit down the line here. Let's just go, I think I've, here. Are you sure? There's one other. Let me just double check something really quick, because I think I might try something stupid. Let me go see. Oh, someone kindled that fire. That's a fun mechanic. If someone kindles, you can kindle bonfires to increase how many Estus flasks you get from resting at them. And if somebody kindles the bonfire while you're near it, it'll return a Estus flask to your total. It's very nice. Okay. So I am going to try something potentially stupid and a run that I have not attempted in a long time. Just as sort of a learning experience and just to show you like what kind of options you can get at the start of the game. Oh, I'm gonna regret this. This is gonna be a bad idea. But I'm going to go back past the skellies, and I'm going to go to the first area. Not the first area of the game. No, normally. God, that's a lot of red bloods. That's a lot of bloodstains. Oh boy. That means that's a lot of dead players. Just gonna run past all these skellies. Boy, it sure is dark down here. Oh, excuse me, sir. This is very rude of you. Ow. That was incredibly rude of you as well. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, boy. Uh-oh. Yep. That's how my day's going. Don't you do that. Don't you fucking, Yep. That'll happen. Ugh. I'm gonna just make sure I don't have my, yeah, I just don't want to have desktop audio on, because I'm gonna... Let me throw these on again real quick, just so I can, remember this route. Okay, well that guy down, like, almost in the same spot I did. There we go. There's the jump. Okay. 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 So... now I know what I'm doing. There's another sword that you can get. There's actually a couple of really strong early game swords you can get. All in slightly different ways. This one, the Zweihander, you just come in here and you pick it up off the ground, right in front of the skeletons. The one I'm going for, you get by joining a covenant. And it's a covenant it's a weird, because the covenant system's weird in this game. I think this covenant in particular, which is the Gravelord covenant, actually does not function per se as it should in this game. Because what you do with that covenant is you would send black phantoms, like the kind you would see in like Black World Tendency in Demon Souls. Oh, like here. Don't blow me up. Actually, that'd be very rude of you to blow me up. Thank you. And you can send them to other players' worlds. Now, this is the one I'm looking for, right? No, this is the one I'm looking for. Don't kill me. Please let me by. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, I should be good. I should be good. Sir? Sir. There we go. I already lost my fucking train of thought. I have no idea what I was just talking about. Oh, the Gravelord Covenant. So you would send Black Phantoms to another player's world, and these are very, as in Demon Souls, they are stronger versions of the normal enemies in that area. So, some point through development, From Software decided that's pretty harsh, and that might turn off a lot of new players if they are getting just bodied by these really strong. It's a powerful. It's basically griefing. You can become a griefer basically. And so what they did was they actually disabled the Covenant. You will never be affected by that Covenant until you hit New Game Plus. So when you're already a relatively experienced player, you know how the game works, you've beaten it, you won't experience the Gravelord Covenant until New Game Plus. Now the hook of the Gravelord Covenant that makes it so interesting, besides the sending phantoms to other people's world, is that okay, so the effects of that are permanent until the person who has Gravelorded you is killed. And what happens is when someone is a Gravelord and they send Black Phantoms to another person's world, they don't do it to one person, they do it to 3 people at a time. And when they do that, wherever they used that item, the Eye of Death, which I just picked up from behind that big ol' Titanite demon, that is where the Gravelord sign will be placed in all of those other players' world. I'm pretty sure. Might move with the player, I don't remember. So what happens then, that those players that have been Gravelorded can touch that sign, and they will become invaders in the Gravelord's world, and they can beat him down. So the reason it's kind of balanced, even though you're kind of griefing people, you are opening yourself up to being invaded by up to 3 people at once, who are all just going to come and beat the snot out of you. Hello. Yep, and there we go. Covenant Gravelord Servant. I will join this covenant, oh Skelly boy. You receive Gravelord Sword and the Miracle Gravelord Sword Dance. Okay. Now I could hop back in this coffin, nestle right back in that coffin, and it would take me back up to the area in the catacombs. But I'm not going to do that. Fuck that. I'm just going to use a Homeward Bone, and it's going to take me right back to Firelink Shrine, because I didn't sit down at any other bonfires. So we good. And there we go. We now have options. We have the Zweihander, and then we also have the Gravelord Sword that we can work to. Now, the big thing with the Gravelord Sword is that it's a very good weapon, but it's a very good starting out weapon. It has very high base damage. But you'll notice that it has scaling, and its scaling for strength and dexterity is E. And I don't think that ever gets really better. So no matter how high your strength or dexterity stats are, you're going to get little to no benefit from this particular weapon. Very high base damage, even higher than the Zweihander. But notice the Zweihander has C and D scaling in strength and dexterity. So potentially the Zweihander has a better growth. It has better like ceiling than the Gravelord Sword, but the Gravelord Sword starts off better. So, alas, I cannot use either of these weapons yet because I do not have a high enough dex stat to use either of them. I think I could get away with two-handing it, maybe? No, because I think I'd have 21 strength two-handing it. They both require 24, so I need a little bit more strength. When you two-hand things in this game, your strength stat is actually boosted by 50%, effectively. So if I would to two-hand either of those weapons, it would be 14 plus 7, which is 21. But I do not have the strength, because they require 24. Bolas! Okay, I have a very bad throwing arm. I just learned. Ow. Stop. That guy's got a hell of an arm, though. Jesus Christ. What'd you drop? Oh, good. You dropped the shield I'm literally using. Thanks, man. Yeah. So now that I got that little, not pre-game stuff per se, but like that little bit of setup, that little trick, maybe if you didn't know about it, to get the Gravelord sword super early in the game. I mean, the game's been out forever. Been out for, I think it came out in 2008 or something like that. 2009. So this game's been out for 12 years. Going on 13 at least. But you know, there's some things that people hell, I didn't know I could change my fucking eye color. I didn't know the eye color. Wow, look at my beautiful eyes right now. I didn't know that was a customization thing that you could change. So, you know. And I have hundreds of hours in this game. Oh, that guy's poised, man. Got him. That's a lot of bloodstains here. Uh-oh. Stop. Yeah. Swing away. Oh, it gave me a new hat. Is there a guy in here gonna... No, okay. That was a guy in there that was gonna mess me up. Take a little sip. I bought a, You can tell I don't have a white mic anymore. I bought a cover for it, and I hope that will a filter for it that will hopefully muffle some of the plosives and stuff. I don't know if that was a problem before or anything. Can I make that from there, or do I have to go the long way around? I think I have to go the long way around, which I believe is down here. Yeah. Rubbish, right? No, large soul of an undead. Rubbish is something you get a little bit later. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I've been trapped. Okay, we're good. Stop. I think I knew these guys were here too, and I still fell for that. It's been a while. It's been a while. Look at these. Look at these. Look at these jokers. Got him. There's our rubbish. There's that garbage I was looking for. Bro, how did you get up there? Sir? Sir? How the hell did you get up there? That's one little mini game people play with the orange messages in this game, is they just fucking try and find obtuse like places to put them. Ah, did I miss an area down here? We're coming back up? I believe I did. No, I didn't, because this is nothing. Unfortunate. I feel like, I don't know, maybe not. I was gonna say, I feel like with the remaster of Demon Souls, even though that was done by Bluepoint and not From Software, and Demon Souls is owned by Sony and not From Software, it's owned by like the Sony Interactive Entertainment or Japan Studios or whatever. I was just thinking in my head how much I would love a Dark Souls 1 like remastered, like how Bluepoint did Demon Souls remastered. Like this game with that Demon Souls art style, that Demon Souls remaster art style would be chef's kiss. I would love it. I would love it, love it, love it. But I feel like the odds are better that we get a Bloodborne remaster like that before we get a Dark Souls, because again, it's different companies. Hello, friend. Yeah, much like Demon Souls, you're greeted pretty early in this game by a dragon. Shit, I didn't jump. I don't think you can make that jump. God, there's so many bloodstains here. He got hit by like a lot more than those two guys, I think. He made some people mad. What you doing? I remember a lot of people being very disappointed with this game, with this remaster in particular, because it's not really a remaster. It's that it's kind of the issue of that's a door that's normally locked. I think I opened it because of the master key. It's an issue with the fact that the word remaster, remake, stuff like that have been kind of thrown around loosey-goosey for a few years. So when people heard Dark Souls remastered, and then the game comes out, and like they show screenshots and stuff, and it's literally just a port. There's very little quality of life changes. There's stuff like better network playability, like better stuff with that. Like you can have more phantoms in your worlds, you have more players in your world. Like the stuff with the Covenant system, that's new. They patched out a lot of stuff. Like they patched out, I think, did they patch out toggle escape? What toggle escape is if you're stun locked, like you're getting staggered by enemy hits, you could just toggle your weapon, shields or whatever, and you could escape faster if you did that. And that was like a kind of like a higher end PvP tactic. I guess it could work in PvE too if you're being swamped. I think they patched that out. They also patched out some of the soul dupe glitches, but people have found replacements for it. Used to be you could like just swing your weapon, and then you would have like a boss soul in the use item slot, and then while you would press the use item button, which is square, as you were swinging your weapon, and then you would go into here and you would use the dark sign, and it would not have that message, but it would ask you if you want to use the boss soul. You would say yes. The boss soul would still be intact, and you would get all the souls from it, because the game would be confused with like the action queuing that it has. That it would think that you're using the boss soul, but then you're also using the dark sign, and it would get confused. That does not exist anymore. There is a new version of it though that I actually like just learned. I'm not gonna do it. I might demonstrate it, but I'm not gonna like I'm not gonna dupe souls in this playthrough. I don't think I would really accomplish anything. So here we can see we have 2 covenants now. And now since I am a, as you say, that's not the right way to start that sentence. I have the sword and the miracle. There's really no reason for me to stay in the Gravelord Covenant anymore. You can get a better version of the Gravelord Sword Dance by deepening your covenant with them, which is by offering, I believe offering the Gravelord Eyes. Like the Eyes of Death or whatever, which you collect if you kill players who invade you trying to kill you for being a Gravelord. I think you collect them from them. But there is no I think you need... I don't remember how many you need. You need a bunch. As far as with the other companies, you usually need a bunch. But I don't think I'm going to use... It's a miracle. I don't think I'm going to use that. So, no point. Level up. Nope, not that. I will level up my... Oh, I do need to level up my dex, don't I? What do I need to level up my dex to for the Zweihander? 10. So we're golden. And then I need 2 more points for the Gravelord sword. Then I also need more strength. God, it's been genuinely so long since I played this game. Like, properly played it. Kind of feels like coming home. You know? It's the star of the franchise. Well, for many people, it was the star of the franchise. I shouldn't say that. Demon's Souls was the star of the franchise. But it really does feel like a homecoming to come back and play Dark Souls after playing, you know, the remake of Demon's Souls. It feels nice. Hello, shopkeep.
Now, you seem to have your wits about you. Hmm? Then you are a welcome. I trade for souls.
I laugh. That's a good laugh. That's a trustworthy laugh. Yeah, if I've ever heard one. He sells some good stuff. He sells dried finger. I believe what this does is it makes you more prone to being invaded when you're human. And I think it also overrides, makes it so that it opens another invader slot too, so you can have more than 2 invaders at once, I think. He also sells the residence key. He sells a lot of stuff that you want, basically. He has a very good selection of items, honestly, for the start of the game. Residence key is the key we would have needed to open that door where I got the wooden shield, but I don't need it because I had the master key. I don't think the master key opens all doors that the resident key would be needed for, so I do still need that key. I do still need the residence key. But I do not need it immediately. But the repair box and the bottomless box are very important. Bottomless box is your storage. It is your stockpile Thomas in this game. Which, there's no item burden in this game, which means you can just carry literally every item you pick up in the game, you can just keep on your person. But that's a shit ton of stuff. So it's for organization's sake. And the repair box makes it so that you can repair all your stuff on your own without having to go find a blacksmith. Like talking to Baldwin or Ed. You can just do it from the comfort of a bonfire. I feel like I'm talking a lot about stuff that might already be known by most people.
Treacherous in these parts. A horrible goat demon has moved in below, and up above there's that humongous drake and a bull demon too. If you stick around this place, it might end up being your grave.
What a lovely fellow.
Here, I'm not here to chit chat.
Alright, he doesn't like.
Business, or we talk nothing at all.
Okay. I will buy the Orange Guidance Soapstone because why would you not?
Thank you kindly.
That laugh though. Never change, my friend. Would have been nice if they added like the newer Souls games have like a tool belt. Like they added Demon Souls. Like if you click left on the D-pad on the or I guess right. One of the touchpad sides, it would open a tool belt, which has it's like a few extra item bar slots for you that you might not need to access super. Like it's not, they're not as important items as healing, or the items you might use more frequently, like the messages, like the message stone or the white soapstone for calling co-ops or being a co-op, a helper, and stuff like that. This is the way. This is the way to where I was attempting to get to before. I do think, yes, but I think they patched it out. I do believe there was a Undeadburg skip where you could do either from up here, or maybe from just down there before you come up the ladder. You could jump onto the wall in such a way that you could then jump over that guardrail and you would fall all the way down into a later area of the game and basically skip this entire area and the boss that's associated with it. And I think they patched that in this game so you can no longer get up on, like in this version of the game, so you can no longer get up on there. Elation. Oh, stair. I'm like, what the hell's in here even? I was gonna try and walk off the edge there. I was gonna try and just hop on down. You don't do that. We don't do that here. I'm gonna get you eventually. Excuse me. I think I should take a break here. I got time. So maybe I have a little bit of water here. But I need a drink. Keep my throat from being shit. Let's just press on a little bit, shall we? Hello. Got him. Hello, sir. Goodbye, sir. Thanks for coming. Oh. I thought that was an item. But there's just a man back here. This is black fire bombs. Much stronger than regular fire bombs. Very handy. This man needs to die. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm free. Ow. Absolute big rude. Yeah, so there we go. I think I remember there being at least one door that you need the residence key to open, that you can't open with the master key, even though you can use the master key for literally all of these other residence key doors. And you go say hello to these lovely hello to these lovely fellows. Ow. Eh? Hello. Bonk. Uh-oh. Blocked. He didn't block my fire. That guy did. Oh, it broke his shield. Or his guard. Say, not his shield. He's stabbing in the back. Tough enemy ahead. Tough enemy ahead. Yeah, those are all correct. Very rude, very churlish. I think with the master key I can open this, right? Yeah. So, I'm not gonna fuck with this. There's a badass down there that I'm not going to mess with right now. Because I actually just want to collect a few souls. There's a... I believe a crystal lizard. Maybe in the next floor, I think. Yeah, there's a crystal lizard in this one. Found him. Oh, what? Twinkling Titanite and a large Titanite shard, I think? Yeah, 2 Twinkling Titanite and a large Titanite shard. Twinkling Titanite is your super rare Titanite. Your super rare upgrade material that you will use for boss weapons and stuff. Like, I think the Gravelord sword would require Twinkling Titanite to upgrade. There was a boss fog wall up there. Fog walls aren't always bosses, but I know that one is a boss fog wall. Fog wall. I was saying like foie gras. I'm not gonna fuck with it. I want to show off some silly shit. So I want to get enough strength here. Be able to two-hand, which I think I hit enough, so I can two-hand the Zweihander now. See my equip burden. Okay, my equip load is currently 9. Now, in the more recent games, they made that very nice, and they made it a percentage. You can see you can see the percentage of your equip load too. They did not add that back to the remaster of this game. Yes, insufficient strength, wield it with both hands. See, now I have a medium roll. Ugh. Chunky sword. Ow. Uses... Oh. Uses almost all my stamina to swing at once. Oy vey. Got him. Ooh! Ooh, this guy got movement. Look at him go. Yeah, bye. Oh. Whoops. Got him. Hello, friend. Can I buy from the bottomless box? I would like that. Yes, please. Thank you. I would very much like the bottomless box to throw in a bunch of stuff that I'm not going to use here. Now, I could, with this very big, large, huge weapon, I feel a little bit more confident in taking on that badass downstairs. Let me throw some stuff in here. Oh. Eye of Death, those can all go in there. Lloyd's Talismans, I'm not going to use those. Mostly, I'm going to throw short sword, straight sword hilt, Morningstar wing spear, light crossbow, talisman, both the shields. If I need a shield, I'll just use the wooden shield. That helm. No, we're good. Okay. Bonk. I shouldn't say bonk, because this is not the bonk weapon. There is... I just picked up a fucking short sword after I just put him in the way in the box. There are some considerable bonk weapons in this game. What? I don't think he was prepared for that. Okay. Yeah! It's gonna do no damage because I have it one-handed. You fuck though. That was cool. That wasn't cool. That wasn't cool either. Get out of here. You can actually punch people with the Pyromancy Glove too. Ow. Dick. That was cool. Oh, baby triple. Bonk. Oh, hello. And goodbye. Bonk. Bong for you too. I just said bong there. Oh. I sip. You challenge me? Oh, he... Shit, he slashed twice. Jesus Christ. Okay, drink. Do I want... Nothing back this way, is there? I don't think so, no. No. Do I want... Fuck with this guy? No, do I feel confident enough? Fuck with this guy. Let me just... I didn't see how much damage that did. We're just gonna bring him back up here, though. A little bit more room to breathe up here. Coming? Oh, yeah, there he is. Uh-oh. Woo! Ooh. Ooh, that doesn't hurt as bad as I thought it would. And I think that should be him dead. Hell yeah. And I got the Black Knight Sword, which is another fantastic weapon. Another legitimately fantastic weapon. The Black Knight Sword, I think the Black Knight Sword or the Black Knight Straight Sword is one of the best weapons in Dark Souls 3. But this is another fantastic weapon. This is a quality weapon here, too. It scales... It has equal strength and dexterity requirements, basically. It doesn't scale super well with dexterity. It's not really a quality weapon. I lied. This is a very good sword as well. And there's one other sword that we can get here in the early game. That will take quite some time to get. I'm probably not going to show it off. But I will point it out when we get there. Blue Tearstone Ring. This is a ring, a handy little boy, that will boost our defense while HP is low. It's a very nice ring just to have on. There's way better rings that you can get to replace it, but it's a very good ring just to have at the start of the game. When you don't have any other options. There's an equivalent to it, because that is the Blue Tearstone Ring. There is the Red Tearstone Ring, which is its counterpart, and they're very similar to what the Clever Rat Ring and the Dull Rat Ring from Demon Souls. Dull Rat Ring gives you extra defense, and the Clever Rat Ring gives you extra attack when your health is low. Okay, bud. Hey, bud. Don't plunging attack me. Take a step real quick. Okay, how much can I do to you? Not a lot. But isn't that just the way of things? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So, this little lad here is named Havel the Rock. And he is a very, very tanky lad with a very large weapon. As you can see, he is... Uh-oh. Woo! He is... The backdash scared me. He doesn't do that often. He is considerably tankier than even the, that Black Knight that we just fought was. That Black Knight went down in 3 backstabs. This guy is on, what, his 4th or 5th I just gave him there? That's not gonna work. But... Uh-oh. Oh my god! No! He wasn't. He wasn't gonna do what I think he was he? Is that even a thing in this game? So, I genuinely don't remember. But I recall his shield having a special effect that when you use it, it makes you walk much slower, but attacks will bounce off of you. It's a pyromancy that has that effect as well. I think that's what he was going to do. I think that's what he was doing. I panicked. He wasn't going to hit me with that, but I panicked and I rolled anyways. Come on, Havel. Okay, bye, Havel. Good night. I think that should be it, right? Yeah. Good night, my sweet prince. And he gives us Havel's ring, which is another very, very good item. It boosts your maximum equipment load. So let's just take a look at my equip load right now. Shall we? My equip load right now is 52. Yeah. And we throw this bad boy on. My equip load is now 78. Means I can fast roll again. I can still pop this door open with the master key, but I'm not going down there right now. As an area that I will tackle slightly later. Especially when I'm packing so many souls right now. But I'm feeling confident. We took down, I tanked a hit from that Black Knight. We took him down, and then I also took down Havel. So let's just go straight to the boss, right? I got 5,288 souls, 2 humanities, which is a new mechanic in this game as well from Demon Souls. I love how they just changed this game up just enough. It's not a Demon Souls, it's a spiritual successor to Demon Souls, even though it plays exactly like Demon Souls. Has a lot of functions that are super similar to Demon Souls. The UI is a lot like Demon Souls, but legally speaking, it is not a Demon Souls. Okay, so this is our first proper boss arena. This little narrow bridge. And just looking at this bridge now, despite me playing this game first, getting fucking man-eater flashbacks. Just because of how narrow the arena is. But there's a ladder here behind us. These two rude boys. That one rude boy who almost just dunked on me and killed me instantly. Yeah. I don't have that gesture. I do believe you get that gesture by actually joining the Sunlight Covenant, the Warriors of Sunlight Covenant. And I think you need a certain amount of faith to do that. Okay. So I mentioned it a little while earlier, and it's a weird tangent to go on now. But I mentioned a mechanic that Dark Souls 2 changed. That I mentioned that jumping, they changed in Dark Souls 2 to being done with the left stick, and that was kind of a nice little change. It was a little less awkward. Clicking in the left stick while sprinting was a little less awkward than releasing the run button and then tapping it again really quick to do a jump. But one other thing they changed was how you slide down ladders. Because in Dark Souls 1 here, you just push circle and you slide down the ladder. In Dark Souls 2, if you push circle, you drop off the ladder. You don't slide down it, you drop off of it, and presumably to your death, depending on how high the ladder is. In Dark Souls 2, to slide down the ladder, you have to push, I think, hold down and then hold circle, and then you'll slide down it. It's a really weird change. It killed a couple people when Dark Souls 2 first came out. But yeah, I just thought I'd mention it because I was climbing up the ladder there. And there is our first big boy. Here's our first boss. And I'm not going to fight him straight up. I'm going to do the time and tested cheese strat Nope, you can hit me, bud. You climb up here. And there's our lovely little boy there. And there's half of his health done with a plunging attack. Let me just run this way. I mean, I could probably just get his ankles now, right? Oh, ow. Turns out... Oh, I shouldn't be here. Okay, we're fine. Yeah! Ooh, that... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm in danger. Let me step. Ooh, I staggered him. Yeah. Hell yeah. The evil is defeated. Victory achieved. Got humanity and a homeward bone. Sometimes, if you're really lucky, he will drop his club as a weapon on death. Only if you're really lucky, though. Same actually goes with the Asylum Demon. The Asylum Demon can sometimes drop his weapon on death. And now, let us go meet the best boy of at least Dark Souls 1, maybe the whole Souls franchise. Oh, look at this boy. Look at this king. This god amongst men.
Ah, hello. You don't look hollow, far from it.
That's not true.
Solaire of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son. You find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time. Oh, aha. So I didn't scare you. I have a proposition, if you have a moment.
Yes, I do have a moment.
See it. Our fates appear to be intertwined. In a land brimming with hollows, could that really be mere chance? So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey?
Hell yeah, my dude.
Pleases me greatly. Well then, take this.
That is your white sign soapstone. That is the item you will use to do co-op. You will put this down if you want to get summoned into another player's world to help them out. Totally missable. All of the co-op items so far have been totally missable. You don't have to buy the orange sign soapstone from Merchant, and you don't have to buy the white sign soapstone here, or talk to him even. Get the white sign soapstone.
Strange beings in a strange land. The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds.
And he's explaining it now.
Jolly cooperation.
Jolly cooperation.
We are not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant aura. If you miss it, you must be blind.
Oh, you're such a good boy, Solaire.
Oh, hello there. I will stay behind to gaze at the sun. The sun is a wondrous body, like a magnificent father. If only I could be so grossly incandescent. Oh, hello there.
Yeah, if only he could be so grossly incandescent. Well, bye, bud. Have a good time. Okay. That door is locked. I can't use my master key for that. But this looks, after playing Demon Souls very recently, this should look very, very familiar. Here Here's good. And then run back. Yeah. Ooh, oof, ouchie. I actually did not expect to still get hit by that. I'm relatively okay. So yeah. There is your residential dragon. Although he's technically not a dragon, he's a Hellkite Drake. He's not a dragon. Because as we learned in the opening's cutscene, dragons have impenetrable, everlasting scales. This boy does not. He's just a regular old drake. He doesn't got impenetrable stone scales. I'm just gonna dip down here real quick. And I will open our first major shortcut of the game. Huzzah! And we have some spending money, boys. Think. Endurance increase. Yeah, endurance increases our equip load. Think. I needed 13 dexterity for the Gravelord sword, so I'll slap 2 there. And then the rest I will pump into... I got a lot to work with, holy shit. How's that? That looks good to me. Oh, and just off the top of my head, or not off the top of my head, I was thinking this scaled with something. It does not. I was talking out of my ass. It does not scale. It might... I think it does scale with stuff in the later games. I think they changed it so it scales a little bit off of your magic, your intelligence, or your faith stat. I might be, again, totally wrong. Or there's a different pyromancy flame in the game that I think might get a little bit of scaling from that. Could be wrong. It's been a while. But yeah. Bonk. You got... Ow. So now we have more or less officially... Don't do it. Cleared the Undead Burg. At least the beginning part of the Undead Burg. Because the Tauros demon is dead. We've opened the shortcut. We never have to play this area ever again. Because we can just be at this bonfire. We can just climb up this ladder back to where we want to be. Now, this is the normal path forward here. This is the path you would take. Also, I mentioned I was going to point it out. We have a small collection of weapons so far that are very, very strong in the early game. Like my Zweihander here. The Black Knight sword, I think, is very good throughout the entire game. And then we have the Gravelord sword. The latter of those two need to be upgraded with Twinkling Titanite, the Black Knight and the Gravelord. Zweihander can be upgraded regularly, so you can get... It's much easier to get much stronger. But another sword we can get, I believe it's called the Drake sword, and you get that from shooting this boy's tail off, or cutting it off, if you try to fight him on foot, and there's a way to do that. That sword is a short sword. Everything else we have so far is a great sword, or in this case, an ultra great sword, a very, very big great sword. Actually, I think the Black Knight is a great sword. This is an ultra great sword. And that was another player that just walked through me. And then the Gravelord is a curved great sword, and there's a difference between them. They all have slightly different movesets. But this is just a singular one-handed sword that you get from this boy. So it might be easier. You can much more feasibly do a sword and shield type playstyle. But if I were to sit here and try and get his tail off, the easiest ways with the safest ways with arrows, it would take a minute. Because one, I don't even have a bow, so that'd be kind of hard. But also, I'm not built to use a bow and arrow, so it would take a lot of arrows. Yeah, I was gonna say, you come here. Shit. Fuck you. Yeah, bye. This here is the normal path forward. Didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to kick. I think that's it. There's just the 3 rats, I think. Yeah, and then you climb on up here. We are in the Undead Parish. And there's a pig over there that's going to try and murder us. But I'm actually going to go. There's another Black Knight up here. I'm not going to fuck with him just yet. I'm going to go show another way to come through here. An easier way. Or not necessarily an easier way, but a nicer way. A slightly more convenient way. Ow. I did not mean to get hit by that, but remarkably it does very little damage. I got a spear. Thank you. We are just gonna park our happy butts right here. I don't even see where this guy's eyeballs are at. Okay. Gonna come in here. And then this lad. Yep, he's gonna perch up there, and then he's gonna go fly far, far away. Bye-bye. That is, yeah, look at that. So, the little image on the left of the messages here changes based on how many ratings they have. This is, I think that's the highest picture you can get. Is the, cramped there. I can't remember what their race is called. But this right here is a covenant you can access if you have the required stat, which I need more faith. My faith is 8. I cannot access this covenant. I probably won't be able to access this covenant anytime soon. Probably not in this playthrough at all. But that is a covenant there. And I can just pop this lever. And now we have another new bonfire and another new shortcut. Oh, so good. I believe this right here, yep, is the Claymore. As the weapon I use for a decent portion of Demon Souls. And it's a very good weapon in this game, too. It is a great sword, not an ultra great sword. So it is one step down from the Zweihander. But it is a fantastic quality weapon because it scales with both strength and dexterity. So if you want to do both strength and if you want to put points in both of those stats, there you go. This is a good weapon. This is a very solid weapon for you to use. All right. I'm gonna go fuck with this guy. Hello, sir. I mistimed that so badly. My issue was I tried to roll behind him with like an 8-way roll. Don't got 8-way rolls in this game. Fuck. I just plunging attack him? Give me a back. Got him. Gave me only a Titanite chunk. Well, that's sad. I don't need to do that. I can just go plop my butt down at the bonfire now. Yep. Okay. Okay. One more little trick here. Come at me, piggy. Oh! Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Do it. Close the door. Okay. So, normally what would happen is, if you're a new player, might get intimidated like fuck by that boar. And honestly, fair. Might try to slowly make your way through this little area. And then this fucker I killed here would run off and close this gate on you. So now you are left in this little area with them. And you cannot get past through this gate. Once he closes this, it's closed. Until you get to the other side of it. By whatever means. Uh-oh. But if you are very brave, and you run through and ignore all the enemies and just run screaming through the area. I'm gonna kill this thing. No, let me kill the spearman. Thank you. You will be fine. Want that. Ow, very rude. Okay. I also received the basement key. And the halberd, which is a fun weapon. Oh, hello, friend. Oh, we're doing this? Okay. Fire! Ooh, I one-shotted you. Well, technically two with the fireball, but the fireball didn't take that much health off. You want to fight? It's a very tough big boy over there looking. Yeah. Oh. That one. Aha! I whiffed. You've fallen right into my trap. Oh god. Don't do it. Ow. Ow. You got me. Oof, owie. That's my second death, I think? Yeah. It's whatever. I'm not trying to do this in like a number of deaths or anything. I do want those stored humanity back though. And I will go through this the other way around now. Because you could run up here. There's some dudes up here. I can bop this man. Bop this man. And you get a lovely little item here called the Alluring Skull. Oh, don't do it. I'm very scared. Oh my god, why were you there? Oh my god, why were you there? Holy shit, I got jump scared by that boar. He just came fucking like Tokyo drifting out from the fucking stairwell. Holy shit, that scared the hell out of me. Oh my god. I don't even know where you guys came from. But the item I just picked up there is called an Alluring Skull. And what it will do is when you throw it, enemies will go to that spot. No matter what, they will go to that spot. Come on, buddy. Come get this alluring skull. Come get it. You know you want it. Ow. Come on. I know you want it. There you go, bud. I see. Got him. Cool. And I do believe he stays dead. So when you rest at bonfire, just like Demon Souls, if you like leave the area with the Archstone or reset with the Archstone, all the enemies respawn, and you have to like fight your way back to where you were previously at. Ooh, I got Technic Shot from that boy. This guy also didn't die. You and your fucking shield. That has a very good shield. You should be proud. Stop. So yeah. Some enemies just stay dead. Like that pig, I'm pretty sure stays dead. Okay, so between the fireball and that swing there, it was like just enough damage to kill that guy. Lightning shards, cool. I'm just gonna go this way. See, if you went the normal way, you get sandwiched between these two boys. Because I know some illegal tactics. I managed to get around them. So I do want to backtrack a little bit. For a couple of reasons. One, there's a pretty nice shield back here. Oh my god. Stop. Stop. Churlish. Childish. Rude. Pretty decent shield back here. I'll take that. Then, this is funny because I'm going through the opposite side of the fog wall that you would normally do, I guess, if the guy closed the gate. Because if the guy closed the gate, you'd have to come up through this area, like up these ladders and stuff, and then you go through this fog gate. That is incredibly not true. Disasters are gone after the defeat of the Gravelord servant. So that is a message if your world has been Gravelorded. But because I'm only in New Game, and not New Game Plus, I can be Gravelorded, but the Phantoms never appear. So I can have the option to go attack that guy, but I'll never see the Phantoms. Oh, were these guys climbing the ladder? These guys wanted to come murder me. Which, you know, fair. I want this, because this is... No, that's not what I thought it was. That's what I want. That's what I really, really want. Let me just overkill this man real quick. Oh. I'll take that trade. Mystery key is what I wanted. You know, just for funsies, I think I'm gonna switch to Gravelord sword here. I remember using this sword a lot the first time I ever played the game, once I learned how to get it. Oh, does that do what I think it does? Yeah. Oh, that's fucked up. I do believe. So this weapon, in particular, if you look at it, you see all those little, right below all the stats, like the scaling, are auxiliary effects. So I think the one the left is bleed. One in the middle is poison, and then the other two. God, does it? Will it let me? There we go. Divine and occult. So those are other damage types. It's like divine and occult. I think both scale off of your fate. I think. I don't remember. Occult is weird. I think occult is the weird one. I didn't know those were auxiliary effects. I mean, I know they're damage types, but you can get like yeah, you can get like magic and fire damage and magic, fire, and lightning damage in this game and stuff. Also, you can see the critical rating of the weapon. So it does 100. So it does the normal critical hit damage, but certain stuff like daggers and other certain other weapons will have a much higher critical hit damage. So they'll actually do way more damage if you critically hit someone than say like a weapon with only 100. Okay. Ow. You wanna keep shooting at me? Don't get the sauce. I gave it to him. I gave him that sauce. And before we go in that church, we're gonna run all the way down this little bridge here. We are going to plop right down at this newly lit bonfire. Level up a couple more times. I'll pump up my endurance some more. Having more stamina is never a bad thing. Now we'll run all the way over here, where we will meet a new friend. Another candidate. There's a lot of good boys in Dark Souls, strangely enough.
Oh, forgive me. I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegmeyer of Katarina.
Hey, Siegmeyer.
I've run flat up against a wall, or a gate, I should say. The thing just won't budge, no matter how long I wait. And oh, have I waited. So here I sit, in quite a pickle, weighing my options, so to speak.
What a nice lad.
Still closed. Still closed.
Still closed. Still closed.
Still closed. Still closed.
Okay. Bye, Siegmeyer. He's a good lad. He's a fine lad. Hello, another very good boy.
Well, you must be a new arrival. I'm Andre of Astora. If you require smithing, then speak to me.
So, one of the things that the Souls games are famous for is that, and that Demon Souls finally broke with the remake with that Blue Point did, is that none of the NPCs move their mouths. But Andre here did. And now I'm starting to wonder if that was always the case, that he always moved his mouth. because he doesn't have like a traditional like player model. Like almost all the other NPCs in the game, just use a basic a player character model. He has a unique model, so I guess they gave him lip syncing. Weird.
Most weapons and armor are mighty sturdy.
Never noticed that. I legitimately never noticed that.
As its breaking point. If you notice durability running low, it's time to repair. You can ask a blacksmith like myself, or do it on your own with a grindstone. The nice thing about weapons, they never betray you, so pay them a little respect, eh?
I don't know, man. Between you and me, just looking at this sword, this thing looks like the fucking Soul Edge from Soul Calibur. So, I feel like this thing could betray me, potentially. I think this thing, of all the weapons, has it in it, within itself, to betray me. Oh, okay, no. This requires Demon Titanite, and that requires Twinkling Titanite. I don't have the souls to upgrade it. I could upgrade my Zweihander, or my Claymore. Or any of these other weapons and shields. And in this game, you can also reinforce your armor, which is not something I think that comes up in any of the other Souls games. I think this is the only Souls games where you can reinforce your armor. Might be talking out my ass. You might be able to do it in Dark Souls 2 and 3. But, end of the day, generally not something you want to bother with doing, because most people just play Fashion Souls anyways. I will repair all my stuff, though. And let's see what he sells. So he sells Titanite Shards. This boy sells Titanite Shard, which is your first level of upgrade material. He also sells a weapon smith box, armor smith box, and a repair box. These are all stuff that lets you upgrade your gear without the use of a blacksmith. So if you buy all upgrade and repair your gear without blacksmith, if you buy all three of these, you potentially never have to visit a blacksmith again. Except that each blacksmith in the game has a unique kind of upgrade that they can do. There is a blacksmith that can do fire weapons. There's a blacksmith that can do lightning weapons. There's a blacksmith that can do magic and enchanted weapons. There's a blacksmith that can do I think Andre here is the one that can do holy and divine weapons. All of them can just straight upgrade your weapons from I think go from base to all the way to plus 15. But you have to go to specific blacksmiths to get those specific like fire or chaos or divine or occult or magic or enchanted. Get those kinds of weapons, you have to go to the specific blacksmith that you need. And then he also sells shields, the Sastices, which are punch weapons, which are kind of shit, but they're fun to use just because they're punch weapons. They're also quality weapons, so they scale off of both your strength and your dexterity. Makes sense for like punching, like boxing. And then he sells a bunch of bolts and stuff. One important item he sells is the Crest of Artorias. It opens a sealed door in the heart of a forest. Opens sealed door in heart of forest. That doesn't seem totally grammatically correct, but it is what it is. That requires a shit ton of souls.
Neither of us want to see you go hollow.
He's a good lad. Is that Andre there? I didn't mean to do that. I meant to just read the message. Yeah, blacksmith ahead. Correct. Kinda looks like I'm running my tippy toes when I run. Like claw grip it real quick. Kinda am. It's like I'm running on the balls of my feet when I sprint. Don't. Oh. Bonk. And a bonk. How you doing, bruh? Poison him with this. Is the... no, I think I have to actually hit him to get the poison build up. Yeah, praise the sun. Wow. This boy is a problem. This is a Baronite Knight. He is a problem. And you know what? Looking at him, he kind of looks like the fucking Tower Knight from Demon Souls, now that I've played that. Holy shit. Yeah, bud, take a drink. I really fucking hurt you. Holy shit. Yeah, that's not gonna work out with me. Yeah. Jesus Christ. This weapon is way better than I remembered it being. All he gave me was a single Titanite shard. And a decent chunk of souls, but... This item is very important. This is a Firekeeper soul. Which reminds me, I didn't go talk to everyone at Firelink. I fucked up. My bad. Got that guy. Titanite shard. These guys also drop a really good dexterity weapon called the Balder Straight Sword. Affectionately referred to as the Balder Swag Sword. Yep. I was worried about that. So, that motherfucker casting magic, what he just did there is he buffed all the enemies around him. And I was trying to rush in and kill him, but the, those, hollows formed a human shield and body blocked me. Fucking people putting messages up on these piles of rocks. Okay. And the Baronite Knight is one of those that doesn't respawn, so we're not going to fight him again. We're going to end this man's whole career. That's an interesting little... Yeah, so if I look at this one, this is a curved greatsword. Yes, curved greatsword. Sea greatsword. So I want to go clear that guy out again real quick. Ow. Incredibly rude. Awkward for you to fight me on the stairs, too. He just buffed all the fucking hollows, didn't he? Sure did. That's gonna hurt. Ugh. Don't jump at me. That motherfucker's coming too. I think he buffs himself as well. He does. Uh-oh. Okay. I say, this is pretty famous for being a pretty shitty hallway. Uh-oh. Stop. Okay. But he is done. And this boy is also a permanent death. He does not respawn. So now this hallway is... this little area is considerably less shitty to deal with. Thank God. Hey, bud. Damn, you tanked that. Hit you with your bad self. Oh, hey. Don't. Stop that. There we go. Alder leggings. I'll take those pants. Oh my god, look at my little bacon thighs. My beef jerky thighs. I will put my like pyromancer skirt back on. No one wants to see my beef jerky thighs. Right, and there is a fun little character, not that door, through this one. There's a fun little character right here.
Oh, still human, are you? As you can see.
Oh, shit, I skipped a dialogue by accident. Here you go, friend. Open with the mystery key.
Thank you. Yes, sincerely. I am Knight.
Okay, I didn't skip his name.
Of Karim. I
Knight
truly
Lautrec of Karim.
and I guarantee a reward. Only later. Yes, very sorry. Your reward will have to wait. I've just been freed. Allow me some time.
Okay, bud.
I am free. Now I can get back to work.
He seems like a nice man. Also, there are totally not obvious parallels between fucking Demon Souls NPCs and Dark Souls NPCs. Like, what? No. No. I don't know who the hell that guy is supposed to be. Also, I don't want to go up here yet. I went up there just because, clear out and free that guy. But there's one more quick stop I should make. That is all the way down here. Little elevator. This elevator, my lovely little beef jerky self. This elevator right here takes us all the way back to the Firelink Shrine, and that is why this game gets praised out the goddamn wazoo for its level design and layout. Because literally, like fucking actually, there are so many places in this game where you can like look out in the distance and you can see that's an area I can go to, or that is an area I came from, that I've been to or I'm going to. Like, I mean, just from down here, super easy. There's the stairway. Come up there. You can look. That's a bad example. Hey, there's our friend, though. Here's our friend that we literally just freed, who beat us down here somehow. I didn't even, like, set the bonfire yet to reset or anything.
Ah, your face. You're practically hollow.
I am, my friend.
Going hollow could solve quite a bit. What? Well, there are a few words collected bit by bit from corpses. Or you can butter up a claret, and the quickest way, although I'd never do it, is to kill a healthy undead and pillage its humanity. Coveting thy neighbor is only human, after all.
Yeah, so he just explained a couple of ways to restore your humanity, which is to say to not be a bacon person. And that is, you can get it just from killing enemies in an area. You see, I have 3 just from killing regular ass hollows and stuff in areas. You can get it from being summoned. You get summoned into another player's world and you help them kill a boss, or help them like kill an invader or whatever, or just kill enough enemies so that it boots you back out. That counts as cooperation, and I think that either gives you a number of stored humanity up there, or it just turns you human. Hi. I will reinforce my Estus flask though. Actually, I'm curious. And I'm gonna go try something. Well, first things first. Hi, Lautrec.
Ah, hello there. I have your reward.
Thank
I'm
you.
grateful to you for not enough for you.
Well, this guy. He's a proper dickhead. So, the obvious equivalent to him from Demon Souls is Yurt the Silent Chief. And what Yurt the Silent Chief did is he just killed NPCs. The first time you kill a boss after freeing him, you'll find 2 rando corpses, just 2 unnamed human corpses. And it's whatever, it's fine. But the second time you kill a boss with him, you'll kill a named NPC, like an NPC in there. And eventually, if you leave him alone to do his entire spiel, he will kill all of your vendors. Like he'll kill not your vendors, but your teachers, like your miracle teachers, your sage freak. He'll kill Saint Urbane. He'll kill Sage Freak. He'll kill the Freak's Apprentice. He'll kill I can't remember her name. The witch lady, Yuria, that's her name. And yeah, and similar with Lautrec, he will, if you leave him here for long enough, he will kill your lovely Firekeeper here, and then you can no longer use the shrine here, the bonfire here in Firelink, which sucks. This is your main hub, so not being able to use the bonfire here really sucks. But if you let him kill her, you can get a whole quest line where you can invade his world and go kill him and his little buddies. And then you can bring the Firekeeper soul you get from him back here to revive her. And you can like actually speak with her and have a conversation with her and stuff. I'm not going to do that this playthrough. I already killed Lautrec, so I obviously can't anymore. But killing Lautrec gives us arguably the best ring in the game. And that is the Ring of Favor and Protection. It boosts your HP, your stamina, and your equipment load like the Havel's ring does. The only caveat, if you ever take it off, it breaks. But we're not going to take it off. Because why would you? So our equip load is now 104. I can wear so much stuff now. So yes, we have been wrapped back around to Firelink Shrine, which means I can sit here. And because this is already a pre-kindled bonfire, I can get 10 Estus now. And then, something that I was trying to show off earlier was, you go up this little elevator here. You can jump off. Then, I believe I just roll, or maybe I can just run off. I couldn't do either because of that message. I opened that message and it kind of fucked me over. Let's try that again. Excuse me, Skellies. I don't want to get on Mr. Bones' wild ride. I think you need to do it from that elevator too. I don't. Maybe I can get off of on the other elevator. Look at that guy just levitating down. Yeah, we're good. Okay. So what you do here is you just roll. Now you're up in this little spot. And you can go all the way up here. And you can come chill with the board. You can come chill with this big old bird. The bird not up here? Am I dumb? Bird was up here. Anyways. Much like the coffin. You just curl up and sit here for a little while. You just take a little chill. And then eventually you get this lovely cutscene. Where this big old raven crow picks you up and carries you away. And it carries you back to the Undead Asylum from the beginning of the game. You are now back in tutorial land. And to get back, you would just do the same exact thing. I think it's faster now that once you've unlocked it the first time. These guys are actually bastards. Believe it or not, these guys are actually some of the strongest enemies in the game if you let your guard down. Oh. Is this not... We not in business today? Okay. Weird. That is your crow that you trade to. But they do not seem to be active right now. This is kind of an end game-ish area to return to. Probably shouldn't have rested at the bonfire. I'm probably gonna regret that. Hey. Cause there are some bad dudes in this zone. Like a Black Knight. Hello. Ow. Oh, you're not that tough. Gotcha. I think that's him dead. Nope, not yet. That's him dead, though. That's a hefty hit. Red Titanite chunk. Okay, I think that's for fire weapons. Then if you want some peak fucking sadness, boys, straight ahead of us, right there, is good boy Oscar of Astora, guy who gave us our first Estus flasks. Yep. Down he goes. He gives us his shield, which is a fairly nice weapon. A fairly nice shield. I never opened this. This is the little shortcut back to the bonfire here. I don't think any of the Black Knights here respawn either. That'd be wild if they did. It'd be nice farming though. Oscar does not respawn. Oscar is fucking dead now. No, Black Knight does not respawn. I didn't think he would. But there's one more stop we must visit within here. There's two more, but I forgot to grab an item before we actually came here. There was actually an item on you can get on the roof of the I don't need to fuck with this guy, really. I'm gonna, but I didn't need to. This one. Item I want down here. Back at the beginning. Beginning of the game. Do you remember correctly? There is a badass guarding it. Hello, sir. Can I have that thing behind you? Ow. Uh-oh. Okay. Ow. Okay, I got hit by you in the same way twice. You're gonna do it again. I started panicking. Also, the lock-on was not very good there. One of the things that a lot of people learn to do in Dark Souls 1 especially is to play without locking on as much as possible. Because when you're not locked on, you can actually roll in any direction. And you can run in any direction. But when you're locked on, you can only move in like the 4 cardinal directions. Forward, back, left, and right. So your movement is actually severely hindered when you're locked on. But it's nice to keep enemies, like, keep focused on the enemies. But that was much easier to do without being locked on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let me take a sip. He actually didn't do that much damage to me. Got him. He gave me a red titanite chunk too. And this right here is the peculiar doll. That is an item we will need for later. You'll notice our large and in charge friend is still here. He's not moving around as much though, which is concerning. He seems very focused. Alright, but I think that's all I can really do in the asylum right now again. Unless I, heck off. Unless I, swing back or, I go and get the, item I missed before coming here. Don't light me on fire, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I say no to all of you. And is Snuggly not working today? There she is.
You, give me warm, give me soft.
Do you believe? And then you have to quit out and come back. I do believe I did that right. Otherwise, if I lost it, it's just rubbish. It's whatever. I did watch Maximilian playing Demon Souls, Maximilian Dude, and he found Sparkly the Crow, I think is the name of the trading crow in Demon Souls. And he found out that he could get something he wanted if he traded him if he traded Sparkly the brass telescope. What Max didn't do was he didn't put it down in the right spot. If you put it down in the right spot, you get a little dialogue back from Sparkly, like saying like, yeah, you did it right. And you can quit out and you can come back. What Max did is he put it down, didn't get the dialogue, didn't realize there was a dialogue because he had forgotten. Quit out, and then when he came back, the item had disappeared, and there was nothing in its place. And the brass telescope is an item you can only get once per playthrough.
Give me.
Yeah, so I did good. Nice. If you trade rubbish, you get Titanite chunks. I think that is a very fair trade. Very beneficial trade for me at the very least. And yeah, there you go. Now the return back is instant. Oh, and those PS5 loading times. Transferring over to these old PS4 games. So nice. That was honestly beyond stuff like playing Demon Souls. See, I should have fucking grabbed this. Beyond stuff like Demon Souls and Miles Morales and stuff like that. Oh, I was most excited to come back and play older PS4 games with just fucking lightning fast loading times. Like, Jesus Christ. Faster loading times, better frame rates and performances. Like, playing Borderlands 3 on PS5 is gorgeous. Gorgeous. 60 frames per second. Flawless. Same with playing Spider-Man Remastered. Whole game is at 60 FPS now instead of at 30. Amazing. Gorgeous. I'm just going to go back and pop into the asylum really quick. One more time. Now that I grabbed the key, which I should have grabbed in the first place before I went here, but I didn't, like a fool. I was a foolish fool. Nope, and everyone's still dead because I haven't sat the bonfire yet, so we are good. Well, these guys are all dead at least. Yeah, the enemies have reset already. There is something there's something probably foolish I kind of want to do. I want to see if I can try and do it. It'd be very dumb, but it'd also be very cool. Ow. I hate you. Please die. And I have in my possession a very strong weapon that is serving me very well so far. This weapon is featured in very many how to become OP within like the first 5 minutes of the game. There's 2 of you here now. There's 1 of you here now. Alright. That key was only for that door. That door was only for this ring, the rusted iron ring. And what this ring does, which will be handy in some places, improves balance on poor footing. What that means is anywhere with like knee-high water or swampy, like shit like that. Places that would inhibit your movement will no longer inhibit your movement. And you can just move normally, which is very handy. And I think I'm gonna go be dumb. I think I'm gonna go make a dumb decision. I'm gonna go spend these souls really quick. And I'll go do that. I should go talk to Andre, but he's a little bit of ways away from where I'm at right now. I'll just I'm gonna need that. I don't think it's gonna help me at all. There's like some regular hollows in here, right? Yeah. Bye. And bye. Let's go. Hi. This is the Asylum Demon's chunky cousin. And by chunky, I don't mean weight. I mean, uh-oh. Not weight, health. He has way more health. Woo! Shit. How do I keep missing? No! Hits! This is actually funny because this is the first boss so far. The initial Asylum Demon is pretty easy, all things considered. He's supposed to be. He's the first boss, but Pharaoh's Demon can be a bit tricky if you don't know the strat. But this guy's supposed to be a later in the game fight. So this is my first challenge in this run so far. But even then, he has a pretty basic moveset. You just stay on him and keep clapping those cheeks. He's not so bad. So I couldn't see what he was doing. I wanted to get out of there. That's gonna hurt! Oh my god, how did I not get hit by that? I'm pretty sure that any one of these singular hits would kill me. I'm fairly confident in that. Any one of these like AoE blasts would one-shot kill me. Or any of his like swings. Oh, we got him! Look at that! We killed the Stray Demon at soul level 22. That's pretty good. Get Humanity and Homeward Bone. How many souls do we get? Show me. 20 fucking thousand souls. Hachimama. And then, most importantly, a Titanite slab, which is the material you would use at the final upgrade of a weapon. You would use it to get your weapon to plus 15. So you only need one of them. There's only so many of them in the game. This is one of them. And it's a good way to get one very early on. Not that you even have the means to get to plus 14 yet this early on, probably. But, you know. Soul level 1 folk are crazy. Alright. And with that, I think there's officially nothing left for us to do in the asylum here. Besides, trading stuff with Snuggly if we wanted to do that. These motherfuckers. That attack there is the, no joke, secretly deadliest moves in the fucking game. That, like, charging flail move has killed me, like, full health to dead when I was, like, massively overleveled because it just keeps hitting you. And it is fucking rough, man. But I think now what I'm going to do is fall to my death. Because that seemed like fun. That seemed like a fun idea. Now I'm going to be back in the fucking Firelink Shrine. Not the Firelink Shrine, but the Asylum. I sat that fucking... Whoopsie! Okay. Fuck you. Okay. I just did not want to get bodied by those guys. Oh my god, my souls are even here. I was in the other fucking zone for such a short period of time that my souls didn't even stay in that zone. That's pretty funny. There's the bird. Hi, friend. Oh, the bird was higher up by the nest, but they're just chilling right there. That's a good Borb. So, already lost track of what I was doing. We are going to go visit Andre. Because we got from that stray demon, we just so happened to get 20,000 souls. And, if you remember, we need... which way should I be? I need to orient myself in front of my webcam because I keep scooting around. We need 20,000 souls to buy a thing from Andre. A key item that you do need. Well, you don't need, but it's nice to have. We're just gonna ignore these lads for now. I'm gonna sit at this bonfire really quick, just in case I have some tragic accident on the way down these stairs. Like, if I fall down the stairs, I don't want to spawn back in, the, asylum. I do not need anything forged right now, bud. I'll take a repair really quick. But, first and foremost, I'll take that Crest of Artorias off your hands, bud. Thank you.
Don't get yourself neither.
Hello, friend. I saw one of you already. I saw one of you in the catacombs, where I got this cool sword, which does good damage to you. And I'm not scared of you, buddy. Ooh. Oh, I'm super not scared of you. That did very little damage. Dunzo. Yeah. And Demon Titanite. And with that, we can buff up our lovely little Gravelord Curved Sword here. And I think I will actually do just that.
Well, you need...
Nope, modify. I don't have anything to modify yet. I don't think I actually... Can I modify with him yet? I need 5,000 souls.
I'll be seeing you, Beak.
Thank you. Oh. Oh. I'm so glad though that they changed this so that you can use multiples. Okay, there we go.
Well, you need...
So, it will go from 265 damage to 291 damage. Yeah, I'll take a +1 Gravelord Sword, please. Thank you.
Go get yourself not...
Also, I'll just eat up all these other souls here really quick, right? I don't think they're gonna get me what I want. I don't think I have enough to get to the point that I want, but that's not gonna... I'll be not far off. I can go kill like a few Hollows or some Baldur Knights. Oh, no, I'm good. Never mind.
Well,
I want to buy the repair box from you. Yeah, it's good.
go get yourself not...
I guess those only all cost 2,000, so that's not so bad. You know what? Let's go before I go. Ah, fuck it. I was gonna say before I go gallivanting off somewhere else. Before I should go finish this little area I'm in right now. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go gallivanting because I want to go gallivanting. So past this lovely Titanite demon that was harassing us is the lovely Darkroot Basin, or the Darkroot Forest, I think it's called. I haven't actually gotten a title card yet. Darkroot Garden. I was wrong. This is the Darkroot Garden. And these are some living trees. These are some squiggly boys. And where I want to go is not actually this way. I'm gonna swing by this way for a reason. That will become clear. Does give... Very good. Blooming Purple Moss Clump is very handy. I think that gets rid of Toxic. And Toxic is the worst fucking stats build-up in this game. In PvE. In PvP, the worst is probably Bleed. But, as these messages will tell us, you are a strange creature, bonfire ahead. So I played this game, and I would run from that bonfire back in the castle. Also, there's a lovely little creature up there. I would run from the bonfire back by Andre, all the way through this area, and like do whatever I needed to do over here every time I died, not knowing that's an illusory wall, and there's a bonfire right behind it. And the only possible way, besides these messages telling you, and that's kind of what the message system is built for, is to like give people hints and tell people like where secrets are and stuff. The only way you could possibly tell is if for whatever reason you came out on this edge, you crane the camera like that. That is really the only other way that you could see that there was a bonfire over here. Straight up sucks, yo. But we will use our lovely Crest of Artorias to pop this door open. And I'm not going to go through here. I'm not going to go do this because this is the PvP forest, which I'm not in human form, so I can't be invaded anyways. But that's open now. That is a note to have for later. And this over here is a correct message. That is a danger zone. I think that's a bunch of purple moss clumps as an item in the middle there. When you go to grab it, a bunch of fucking trees jump up and try to kill you. Get that shit out of here. Beating to a pulp. Correct. I can't hit this man while he's getting up. Oh! Oh, it cued my swing. I tried to... I thought he was done after a second swing, so I started tapping another one once I got unstunned. I want that, because that's Oscar's lovely set. Oh, you need to die. So what these guys can cast is a little spell called TWAP. And that is an acronym that the community has given it for a miracle, I should say, not a spell, called Tranquil Walk of Peace. And he's doing it again. What it does is while you're near the caster, you can only walk. You cannot run, and you cannot roll. You can only walk. And it blows. I'm not sure how long it takes to wear off. Oh, it's already gone. Ooh! Ooh, that heavy attack is fucking spicy, though. Yeah, get out of here, you fucking snack. The Partisan is a decent spear weapon. Guys, can I just stress how much I fucking love this sword? This was my baby in my first ever playthrough of this game. I fucking adore this sword. And there's one other sword that replaced it by the end of the game because this sword doesn't scale. It's super good. Just from base damage, but it has no scaling. So once you get to like +5, which is kind of hard to do because it only takes Demon Titanite, and that is very rare. But once you upgrade it, that's as much damage as it's ever going to do, really. You die. But to be fair, it's very good fucking damage. I like it a lot. Makes me very happy to see how much damage I do. You know, I came into this area with a specific goal in mind to go get a specific item, and I have completely ignored that goal. And I instead have come up to this boss fight for some fucking reason. But we're gonna do it. Hi! This is the Moonlight Butterfly. This is a very pretty boss with a very pretty theme. Boss theme, like music. Ow. That didn't do that much damage. These ones will do damage. Those ones will hurt a lot. Oh, come on, man. I'm not like... Why? Okay. Yeah. Get burnt. So you might be wondering how the fuck do you deal with this butterfly if you don't have like magic or something. Ouchie. Eventually this happens, and the butterfly just has to go take a short nap. But, unfortunately for the butterfly, I have a very high damaging weapon. Oh, it's gonna explode. Oh my god. I have a very high damaging weapon. And that little short nap was unfortunately its last nap. So sorry, Moonlight Butterfly. But that is actually the first boss soul we have acquired in the game. Soul of the mystical Moonlight Butterfly, which flitters in the dark root garden. Special beings have special souls. The butterfly's soul is a creation of Seath the Scaleless, used to acquire a huge amount of souls or to create a unique weapon. And I think in the case of the Moonlight Butterfly, a shield. You can use it to create a unique shield as well. But if I'm not mistaken, the weapon you use, or the weapon you create with the Moonlight Butterfly sword, no, maybe it's not what I'm thinking of. What can you make from it? Okay, you can make the crystal ring shield and the butterfly horn, which is a spear. I'm just out of curiosity. Where'd you get the Moonlight Greatsword in this game? Gotcha. I remember now. I remember now. I totally fucking forgot, but I remember now. Okay, sorry. I did some light Googling. But now I got another comfy amount of souls. I can go back to Andre and buy those other two, Did I go... I'm sorry, I stopped to Google. I don't think I went all the way to the top of this tower. Because what... the thing up there is something I need. I think. Is this something I need? You know what? Now that I think about it, I don't think it's something I'm going to need for this playthrough. But it's nice to have. Oh, the basement key. Divine Ember. Okay. The basement key. So Divine Ember I will give to Andre, and it would allow me to modify weapons so that they scale with faith, as well as whatever their primary stat was. I think it reduces the scaling of, like, if they scale, like if it was like, say, a greatsword and it scaled with strength more than anything. I could scale it to do divine. Then it would do less. It would have less strength scaling, but it would have faith scaling now as well. So I could get better gains out of it from that if I'm doing a faith build. I'm not going to do a faith build, so I'm not going to really need that ember. But you know, it's there. Also, a fun little pro tip: if you're human, there is a summon sign for an NPC summon down here called Beatrice the Witch. She is a very, very good summon, and she will just annihilate the Moonlight Butterfly for you. If you're lucky, she might kill it before it even lands. But, you know, if you're lucky. She's sometimes not super cooperative. So yeah, that's this area cleared out now. I gotta be honest, it's been a very long time since I properly sat down and just played base Dark Souls. Technically, this isn't base Dark Souls, it's Dark Souls Remastered, but you know what I mean. I've been enjoying my time. I've remembered a lot more, honestly, than I thought I would. It's like very good muscle memory. It's kind of like the saying, like, learning how to ride a bike, which is funny, because I never learned how to ride a bike. Jesus Christ, that was astounding. Okay. So I'm going to come over here and there's going to be a bunch of frogs that jump out. Yep. these guys, if I remember correctly, are a decent farm. I know that this guy's swinging at me. These guys are a decent farm for Jesus Christ. An item called woo! A green grass, which you would think after playing. Oh my god, that's so much damage. Demon Souls is a healing item. It's not. Green Blossom, that's what it's called, not grass. It boosts your stamina regen for a short period of time. So it's a very nice item to have. People use it in like PvP as a buff, because it makes their stamina regenerate faster. But there's another item I'm coming for here. It was not the item I was initially coming for. I'm just here now, so I might as well grab it. It's another pretty good ring to have. Hello, sir. Woo! You missed. Fired and you missed. It just be like that sometimes. The Wolf Ring. Let's go take a look at that bad boy. Boosts poise. And what poise does, only in this game, not in any of the other Souls games, is it affects how many hits you can like take, or how big of hits you can take without staggering. So like if you wear really big heavy armor, like say Havel was wearing, you won't like flinch from the hit. So if you're swinging your weapon and somebody hits you like mid-swing, you won't flinch and get knocked out of it if you have high poise. And this boosts that. All of the other Souls games, 2 and 3, poise does virtually nothing. I think what it actually does is it gives you better recovery frames after getting hit. So you're not like in stun as long, you're not in hit stun as long. But this is literally the only game where poise functions as like... There's a point to wearing big heavy armor that lets you tank hits and like not get interrupted in this game. Not so much in the future games. But yes, one of the special rings granted to the 4 Knights of Gwyn. The Wolf Ring belongs to Artorias the Abyss Walker. Artorias had an unbendable will of steel and was unmatched with a greatsword. And then you could, if I was feeling very daring, just jump across here. But I'm not, because I have 17,000 souls. Almost 18,000. I'm just gonna move my little butt all the way back down. My throat's becoming kind of dry. I'm officially out of water. Ah, shit. Well, I tell you what. I'm gonna go grab the item I actually came to Darkroot for. And then I'm going to go attempt to, and hopefully kill, a boss. And then we will call it for the night. Because we've been going for 3.5 hours. That's a good little intro to the Dark Souls life. Not that way. That's a bad way. Did I set that bonfire? I don't think I did. I lit it, but I don't think I sat at it. So these guys won't be alive. Yeah, we're good. Are they? No. I just heard like something like attack, like hitting, like whiffing the air and not hitting me. Alright. Now I'm headed to Darkroot Basin. There it is. Perfect timing on that title card. That's a boy I want dead. I want that boy dead. Oh, you don't? Yeah, Twinkling Titanite Chunk. Hell yeah, dude. I will come down here and grab this. I believe this is the hunter set, right? Yeah. That's a nice little looking set. I'm gonna actually throw that on. Yeah, look at me. I might actually stand to throw on some the Elite Knight set too here. I still got a light roll. Let's keep the cloth hood. I'm okay with that. What's my poise? 18. I'm okay with this look for now. A little mishmash of armor and stuff, but it's whatever. I like it. I dig it. I did just remember that I gave myself a wide bottom. It very much stands out while wearing not like a skirt or like a dress, like a robe type thing. Ooh! Hi, hello. You have, I believe, the best Black Knight weapon in the game. No, ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. Whoa. I blocked that pretty well. Ow. This guy's gonna fucking kill me. No, he's not. Oh, did I just fucking... Oh, I almost one-shot him. Fucking got him. Yo! Black Knight Halberd! That is the one of, if not the best weapon in the game. It is the weapon that every fucking speedrunner wants from this guy to drop. And it's so unreliable of a drop. Because how the Black Knight weapons work is that there are a set number of Black Knights in the overworld, and they all have a chance to drop a respective weapon. And I don't think they all have I don't think they all will drop necessarily their weapon that they're holding. I don't know. I don't remember. But anyways, if you kill them, they're dead. If they don't give you their weapon, you don't get their weapon. Until the very end of the game, very, very last area of the game, there are Black Knights that respawn that you can farm. But it's at the very, very end of the game, and speedrunners don't want it at the very, very end of the game. They want it now. And the item we just picked up is the Grass Crest Shield. Now this is honestly not a fantastic shield. Actually, it's fine. It's a fine shield. It doesn't block all physical damage. It blocks 95% of physical damage. But that's not the reason why people use it. People use this shield because it gives a stamina regen bonus. Now I have a fat roll. I have to do that, I'm sure. Now I still have a fat roll? Dang it. Okay, there we go. Sorry, that's not a fat roll. That's a medium roll. Does this take me to Valley of the Drakes? Yeah, it does. Fuck that. Nope. Nope. Don't want to be here. Fuck that noise. That's a good message. Thank you, Solaire. Do not jump off. Much like one of my other favorite games of all time, World of Warcraft. There are some deadly, deadly elevators in this game. Also, let me look at that. Let's take a quick look at that Black Knight halberd. BKH. 32 strength and 18 dexterity required. That's a chonky weapon. That ghost scared me. Let's just run back up the basin. Because over there, if you can see past the haze, that is actually the tower. You can see kind of the staircase and the doorway over there, where we killed Havel. So that tower up there, lead us climbing up it. That like long bridge extending from it is the bridge where we fought the Tauros demon. And that bridge there is the bridge that had the dragon. That is the castle with the and everything with the Undead Parish. With like the cathedral and everything. This game is so fucking good at like having sight lines for stuff that you've done already, stuff that you can go to. It's super fucking good at it. I think they never quite got there again in the series. I might be wrong, but this is Dark Souls 2. They definitely didn't do it. If you look at how Dark Souls 2, how its layout works, like spatially, how its map layout works, makes no fucking sense. Some areas are literally inside of each other if you like try to figure them out spatially. There's some people who mapped out like all of Dark Souls 2's layout, and it is a jumbled fucking mess. It's pretty funny though. That is the... I would say Dark Souls 2, and especially, easily, Scholar of the First Sin, Souls game I know the least about. I played Dark Souls 2 the least of all of the Dark Souls games. You know what? I'm walking by, Andre. You can have this Divine Ember.
My, that's a rare ember you have there.
It sure is, bud.
One of those before. It's the ember of a divine blacksmith. Might you consider I could produce divine weapons?
Yeah, bud.
Well, you've made a fine
I'm not going to use those, but... No, I don't want that. Thank you. I want to buy these boys from you. Thank you.
Go and get yourself a knife.
I won't. I'll try not to. Like I said, I can't say I won't. I'll try not to. Correct answer there. Okay. So... this might be a silly idea. But I haven't been human yet this entire playthrough. This entire session. Let's be human for a little bit. Not wearing any of that stuff anymore, but might as well repair it a little bit. And one of the bigger reasons I'm not so worried about buffing up strength or dexterity right now is because the weapon I'm using doesn't scale off of those that well. So this weapon is as good as it's going to get. Like, I can upgrade it some more with more Demon Titanite once I get a hand on it. But this weapon is not going to get any better from me leveling those stats. So once I have the stats required to use it, we're Gucci. I don't need to get any more. That's why these this and then that Drake sword I was mentioning earlier are very, very good early game weapons to be very overpowered in the early. Like, look at that. I was doing what? Like 111 or something like that with the Zweihander, and I had to hit him again. It took 2 hits to take that guy down. One and done. See, and this is where poise would come in handy, because if I had higher poise, those guys jumping into me and hitting me wouldn't like stagger me. Because they have like little broken straight swords. If I had a little bit higher poise, I think I have 0 right now, because I don't think any of the equipment I have right now gives poise. Yeah, exactly. I think, how much does the wolf ring give? I currently don't have any poise. Wolf ring gives 40 poise. That's a pretty good boost. But if I don't have that on, if I don't have Havel's ring on, I will probably medium rolling. I don't think I'll fat roll. Okay. You know what? I don't have to, but I want to. I'm gonna summon our good buddy Knight Solaire. Because you know what? He deserves it. He's a good friend. And he is praising the fucking sun. Alright. Nice. And here we see, I said earlier that the Tauros demon, his little boss, his narrow boss area, reminded me of the man-eaters. Well, here's the actual man-eaters, guys. Doesn't he look like a friendly fellow? Ooh. I want your... No, I want your tail. Shit. Fuck! That went super well, I think. Wow, I just got my shit slapped by the Belfry Gargoyles. Holy fuck. Oh, I'm not taking that shit lying down. Oh, I do actually want to try something here, too. So, I mentioned that one of the things they changed, in this game was that they, removed an item dupe glitch. And I, just out of curiosity, I'm not going to abuse this. I learned how to do the soul dupe glitch. I wonder if it's going to work on a... I meant to Kindle this too, because I had the, I definitely had the stored humanity for it. I guess I forgot to do that. I want to go see if I can get the, if it works with the, Firekeeper souls too. Okay, sir. Okay. That doesn't work for some reason. Interesting. Okay. Well, I guess I'll just move on. I think I saw somewhere when looking up to see if that glitch still worked, or if there was a way to do a soul dupe glitch still. That female character models change how you do it. I think I saw that you need to have a two-handed weapon, like a greatsword in your one hand, to do it. Which is wild that they would have that distinction between a male and a female character. Like that the models have access. I mean, they didn't make the fucking distinction. It's a glitch. But that the models have different. There's something different about them that makes the glitch interact differently. It's very interesting. Okay, Solaire. Okay, buddy, let's try this again. You're my boy, Blue. You're my boy, Solaire. Trust you. Smart. Loyal. I'm gonna try and not get fucking spanked by this gargoyle again. What? I couldn't see him. I was literally still in the fucking fog. And he's literally jumping on my head. Can I get your fucking tail, you prick? Didn't fucking hit him. Are you serious? How am I not hitting his tail? How am I just not hitting him in general? Well, he's dead. I didn't get the tail. Oh well. I don't have any Estus. I don't know why I tried to drink. Solaire, you're getting cooked up. Cool. Okay, easy peasy. I could not get that motherfucker's tail for some reason. Bye, Solaire. That's a cool 10,000 souls from those guys. Oh, I will climb my happy way all the way up this fucking very long, actually, ladder. Oh yeah. Then we will orang this bell. Okay. Killed what, 5 demons so far? Killed the Asylum, the Tauros, the Stray, Moonlit Butterfly, and now the Gargoyles. We're rolling, baby. I almost walked off the edge there. I don't know why. Hi, Oswald.
Greetings. I am Oswald of Careem, the pardon. Thou art a friend. For thee, a warm welcome. Cometh thou to confess, or to accuse? For indeed all sin is my bread.
Yes, you can abandon your covenant from him, which is kind of unnecessary now, because I think you can just leave covenants at the bonfire. Maybe you can just switch at the bonfire and you have to actually talk to him. You can request absolution, which will get rid of all of your sins. Which will make NPC, if you've hit an NPC and mad at you, if you request absolution from him, they will no longer be mad at you. Also, you get like a sin for every time you are indicted by a player. And that means if you have sin, or if you like kill NPCs, you gain some sins and stuff. And that makes you're able to be targeted by the Dark Moon Blades invading you. So you can request absolution at this guy. It will clean you of all those sins. Although it's more expensive the more sins you have. That's like an invisible note. You can purchase from him a purging stone, which is very handy. Its curse in this game fucking sucks. An indictment, which like I said, you buy these, and whenever if you get killed by an invader, it'll give you the option to indict them. And if you do indict them, it'll add to their like sin count. Homeward Bone. Book of the Guilty lets you check all those indicted players. Karmic Justice is a miracle that I think makes it so that when you cast it, if you get hit by multiple hits in a row, it'll make like a explosion out from you that will hurt people. Yeah, temporary auto counter versus heavy damage. You can also buy a talisman from him, and then some rings: blood bite and poison bite ring, and then the ring of sacrifice. Ring of sacrifice is very nice. And he gives you the best gesture in the game.
Thou art welcome any to reserve.
Fucking laugh.
Greet, I am. Thou art welcome any to reserve.
Yeah, that's a real good guy laugh if I ever heard one. But yes, the best gesture in the game, one that everyone fucking uses in PvP. Come at me, bro. All right. I think that is as good as any place to call it for the night. It made some solid progress. Like I said, I remember a lot more about this game than I initially thought I would. Eee. Fucking hollow corpses. Let's head on down. Let's head back to Firelink. I think ending in Firelink is a very fitting place to go end at for now. Plus we'll get juiced up on Estus flasks. Get 10 instead of just 5. And then next we can start tackling the lower Undead Burg, and then possibly the depths. Even though I totally don't need to go to the depths because I have the master key. I can just 100% skip the depths.
Why, what a surprise. I didn't expect you to make it.
Yeah, but I did, bitch.
Somebody rang the bell. Wait, was it you?
Yep.
You never give up, do you? I don't know how you do it. Well, don't stop now. Only one more. But it's going to be...
Yeah, he's not horribly wrong, because the next bell is in a much worse location. And now there's some snoring over here. Alright. Well, we have made some pretty decent progress. Killed 5 bosses. Got some neat weapons. And yeah. Let us head out. Big hat. Alright. Let me throw up my thanks for watching here thing really quick. But let me go just out of curiosity now. Let's see what's going on with that soul dupe glitch. Oh. Hmm. I'll have to research this. But yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out. There's a lot of people on my user list, but apparently only one viewer. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, lurking, or doing whatever you like. We'll be back at this probably next weekend. But if I get the chance to do it sooner, we'll do it sooner. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you guys whenever.